guys, please press the like button as you come on. I'm gonna go ahead and play this introductory. Give us 2 minutes to go ahead and build the room a little bit. I'll be back. Wow.
Mate.
These are bullets all day long. They got the Knight of Pentacles, the stress. He shot himself. There's the
Family attorney says the 23-year-old died from a gunshot wound to the head, and the manner of death was suicide.
I don't know what he used. I know it's a rope involved. I don't know what he used that rope for. Let me see. The secrets. He's taking the secrets with him. You see the secrets? He's not giving y'all the information. Says y'all don't need to know it. You know? He'll go out with them secrets with the high priest there. So he might be found on a Wednesday too. Ace of Wands. So I have no doubt in my mind they're gonna find Brian Laundrie, October 2021. I'm telling you, he's still.
Hello, my loves. It's TTMG, the Tarot Medium Goddess here. Thank you so much for being here. Please do stop what you're doing and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to tell me what you think about what happened in this case in the comments below. And do show your girl some love and share the video. I appreciate every single one of you. It's true. I love you, boo.
Hey guys, welcome to the room. Thank you for being here. I don't have my glasses on, so excuse me. Thank you guys for being here. I am going to read your comments on the replay. I'm traveling again, on the road again. All right, so this is another quick live before I do a real proper live for you guys hopefully within the next couple of days. But I wanted to speak on real quickly. I was thinking, what is Sebastian's army, right? Like, how do we know we're doing justice for Sebastian? A lot of times people use the term Sebastian's army, which we say with all the missing children, with all missing people. Like when Summer Wells was missing, Summer Wells army, and so forth, right? And Sebastian Strong, etc. Right? Now, a lot of people have simmered down, not saying everybody, but some people, because out of respect for Seth and wanting to work with the Proudfoots, and I think everybody, they just want conclusion, or they want some type of closure for Seth, and more so justice for Sebastian, right? So a lot of people have been trying to work with the Proudfoots, even though they have raised a lot of red flags for us in this case. Such, for instance, moving away or leaving the area of their home when they have a missing child there, right? Not really searching, putting in efforts in searching for their missing child, etc. Draws a lot of red flags. There's no excuse for that in a lot of people's heads. So, you know, they start to think, could you have been involved with your child's death. And then recently it came out, right, that a neighbor had saw Christopher Proudfoot, the stepfather to Sebastian, use a water hose, I think a month prior to Sebastian being missing, and used the water hose to discipline Sebastian, right? So you see that there were said to be a lot of abuse going on, right? So Seth is in a lot of chats. He's on a lot of social media, and he says, you know, we got to do what's in the best interest for Sebastian. And I hear him out on that, because he just does want, he genuinely and authentically wants to get his son found. And a lot of people are, you know, respected his wishes in that. And I understand that. However, you still have to be careful, because there's a thin line now. If you step back too much in the questioning, what is blaring in everybody's faces that something's wrong, you could make this case go cold, right? You don't want this case to go cold. Certain things need to be questioned and need to be discussed, especially when we see in this case and several other cases that sometimes law enforcement may not be doing all that they can be. Again, when law enforcement is involved, you never know what they're doing in the back end, because we don't have access to that information. A lot of times that information is protected, and there are many times they're doing this, we just don't have access to that information, right? And there's other times that cases grow cold because they're not doing anything, right? But we're told that we can't question law enforcement, and we have to abide by those rules and that code. Okay, I can't see what you guys are saying, but I definitely won't be able to see because I don't have my glasses on. But like I said, I'm flashing it across the screen so we can see on the replay. So if you're really for Sebastian should come first regardless, right? If you're really part of Sebastian's army, because if you think about it, Christopher Proudfoot, and I got to put this on a future live, he didn't have those scratches on his arms for nothing, right? That's the signs of a child that was defending himself. It was not a puppy, right? That's a child. That's the signs of self-defense. So somebody was defending themselves. Again, was he questioned through law enforcement? Like, what was that? Right? I probably could find some old scratches like those on my arms as well. Similar. The same exact scratches. A kid gave him those scratches right before Sebastian went missing. Would Sebastian want you to be silent? Because it doesn't look like Sebastian was being too silent. He was speaking out, right? I believe he had a voice and he was trying to use it. And those scratches on his arm shows you that he was a fighter, right? When he had an issue with something, when he had a problem with something, he was fighting back. So now, because, and I don't want to go against what Seth says, trust me, I know. And you guys could weigh in. I don't care if you disagree with me. Like, I want to hear what you say. And we could agree to disagree. I love your input regardless. I feel like everybody needs to be heard. And I'll respect your thoughts, right? Because I feel like we all have something to learn from each other, right? And I can understand your point of view, even if it's different from mine. I'm just out here giving mine. I feel like there's something that happened that night that Sebastian so eagerly wants us to know. And we're not going to know by being silent. We're not going to know by disregarding the signs that existed. We're not going to know by disregarding the scratches that were on all the way down Chris Proudfoot's arm, or on his arm, on his forearms right here. But we're told that if we speak about it, it's bringing drama. No, it's not bringing drama. We should rightfully question all of that. All of this stuff should be called out. Why shouldn't it be called out? This isn't, I'm going to say this quite frank and bluntly. And again, I love Seth. I love his personality. He's the only parent that seems to give a damn. He's the parent I would be if, I was in this situation. When a child came up that possibly looked like it could possibly be Sebastian, it seems like he's the only one that went into North Carolina, invested his time, energy, money, and everything to try to see if it was Sebastian, right? The other ones just sat on their butt. They didn't care. Why? Because once again, they probably had involvement in Sebastian's disappearance and possibly know that it's unlikely that it would be him. So I commend Seth, and I commend him for his heart for forgiveness and his heart to want to work with them. But again, this is supposed to be Sebastian's army. Honestly speaking, not Seth's army. With that being said, I understand the need to respect what he needs done to accomplish the bigger goal here, which is Sebastian being found. But will Sebastian be found on the silence, with us being silenced, right? And no longer questioning what's going on. Because it seems like that's what they want us to do. No longer question what's going on with Katie and Chris Proudfoot. No longer call out these red flags. I'm sorry, there's just too many for me. Right? I don't know. What's your thoughts? Weigh in. Let me know. In a lot of cases, a lot of these internet sleuths, right? Over the years, they've been solving these crimes, and it's because of what do you call it? It's because they've been I can't think of the word right now. Lost my train of thought. But they've been solving a lot of these crimes themselves, right? And it hasn't been due to law enforcement. I'm just gonna say it like it is. Law enforcement plays a part. A lot of times they go out here, they solve a heck of a lot of crimes, a hell of a lot of crimes. But so do internet sleuths, right? They do. Because they go out there and they question things other people aren't questioning. And they're putting two and two together. And they saying when something looks suspicious. They calling stuff out. And no, things shouldn't be all dramatic. I'm not saying that it should at all. But there's a lot of signs. There's a lot of red flags out there that should be discussed. Let's just look at how Chris Proudfoot. I'm sorry, I wish I could see y'all comments. But again, I'm driving. And I got a long journey ahead of me and a long journey back. Look how Chris Proudfoot blew up during his interview. Well, it wasn't his interview, but he got up on the panel with Web Sleuths the other day, right? He just blew up on them. Can you imagine? That's the lifestyle that Sebastian had to live. Somebody that's autistic. Imagine what he did to Sebastian that went unseen. So again, I feel like personally, if you get too silent and if you stop questioning things that need to be questioned, it could cause this case to grow cold, and it can cause people to start looking at concentrating on other cases. In my opinion, that's just what I'm feeling. Right? I feel like it's already half, sort of, because it's really nothing else to go after. The biggest thing here that's coming up is the red flags for Chris to speak on, because law enforcement isn't giving us anything. It's the red flags for Chris and Katie Proudfoot. What are your thoughts, guys? So if you call yourself being a part of Sebastian's army, if you call yourself being Sebastian Strong, I think you have to really think about what that entails, right? It's all about Sebastian. I don't think Sebastian was quiet when it came to trying to protect himself. The scratches on Chris's arms will testify to that. Y'all need to be that strong, right? When it comes to fighting for him, y'all need to be that strong. And again, Seth, for right now, he's doing the right thing, because he's trying to be a parent that's showing he's doing what he's supposed to do and should do, at least right now, because he's giving them the opportunity to do their part. But it's only a certain amount of time somebody could stay that strong, right? After a while, he's going to say, yo, I did the best I can do. But for now, he's doing his part. I say it's still up to the rest of us to really be Sebastian Strong and speak out on it. And don't let anybody stop you from speaking out on it. All right, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on the replay. Love you guys. I'll come on with a proper live within the next 2 to 3 days or sooner, maybe even tonight. Love y'all. Thank you for being here.